Ladies and gentlemen, it has been quite an eventful reset today in Marvel Strike Force. We have a few new events, one of which is currently active, a brand new Rocket Racoon event, which is proving to be quite controversial considering the way that Rocket Racoon was given out during the beta, and we're going to talk about this in great detail along with playthrough the brand new event today. So that's going to be the main chunk of the video, but before we get into that, let's also talk about some of the other stuff. So in 9 days' time, we have the legendary event to unlock Star-Lord, which I'm super buzzing for, mainly because I'm a day one beta player with a stacked roster, and I can get this dude as a 5-star, so I'm super excited for that. But the requirements for this event are very similar to the Iron Man one in terms of its setup, so you can only bring select characters, and those characters are either Guardians of the Galaxy or Ravagers. So yeah, at what is it, various stars above depending on the tier. So yeah, if you have five-star Guardians or Ravager characters, then yeah, it looks like you can unlock Star-Lord, and at the moment it's 310 fragments, which means a base of 5-star unlock. However, Star-Lord currently hasn't been added to the game roster as a playable character, so this number might actually change. We're not really 100% sure on that, but you know, I'd say set expectations low and just kind of go in with the idea that he is only going to be unlocked as a 5-star character, and if he does get bumped down, that is great. I'd love to see him bumped down to 3-star, because I imagine not many people are going to be in the circumstance where they can get him as a 5-star character on launch. And then we also have this brand new hand event coming up. It seems similar to the gold one, where again you need hand characters of various stars to escalate the tier in this one, but very much like the gold one as well, you only have 3 entries when it comes to this. So the first time it comes around, you're only going to be able to get to a maximum of tier 3 anyway, so for the first event you won't need any more than 5 hand characters at 3-star or above, and I'm interested to see what the additional ability materials are scaling up. So this one seems like it could be a little interesting, nice bonus, and I think that's what they're trying to do with both the hand and also Merc ones, is just encourage more people to whale out on these hand orbs now that are on sale, and just give you additional, you know, points for having an expanded roster. So that's fairly interesting and all right there. We also got a free gift of 5 Captain America shards for Summer Celebration, which, you know, free stuff is always very nice there, and also we're having 9 days of free Guardians and also Ravager shards, which is pretty cool as well. So that's 9 days of 8 shards every day, 72 shards free. So that is like a nice little bonus announced, and you get some more Rocket shards, more Gamora shards, more Groot shards. I'm most excited about the Groot and Rocket ones, to be perfectly fair here, but yeah, not too bad, man. I can't say anything bad about 9 days of free shards there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, now we get on to talking about the Rocket Racoon event, and let's jump through for a playthrough as well. So the Rocket Racoon event, if you are familiar with the Ant-Man event, if you've been playing in the last week, it is exactly the same setup. However, the difference is that the shards are like roughly half, but also double the drop rate as well. But I believe, to the best of my knowledge, that Rocket Racoon shards are not guaranteed through multiple playthroughs. So yeah, they've just done a slightly different formula on the drops, but the main point is it still, you know, is a massive RNG fiesta that doesn't feel like super rewarding to a lot of players. And I think also one of the biggest controversies, especially with Rocket Racoon, the character, is in beta. There was a very easy event similar to the Elektra event, the Crossbones event, where you just had to play like a few missions and you had it done in like 5 minutes, and boom, there you go, you got like a 4-star Rocket Racoon. It was very easy, very simple, so a lot of players feel like they are at a massive disadvantage in terms of getting Rocket Racoon, and I can very much agree with that frustration, man, because it was very easy to get Rocket Racoon in beta, and now to have to grind this out to get 100 shards is going to be a very frustrating experience for a lot of people. So I think the way that they should have handled this was had both of the events active, the original legendary one that they had for Rocket Racoon, and then this one on top to top up your Rocket Racoon if you really wanted to, because essentially, I feel like this event, the Ant-Man event, and technically, I guess all of the events can be looked in a way that they are really whale-milking events, right? They are designed to get you to throw down as many units as possible so you can get the characters as 6-star, 7-star. People are probably wailing out to just refresh the nodes and just go as absolutely hard as they can to get these characters. And I think that's the bit of annoyance this month, because when we look at the Ant-Man event, that's what it is, a bit of a whale milking fiesta. Same with Rocket Raccoons. The Hand event can be looked like that as well, so is the Gold Rush, to a certain extent the Star-Lord event as well, especially if you're a launch player. If he is as a 5-star character, going to be very, very annoying and difficult to unlock. And then we've got the Thanos raids, which only give you like really, really dank rewards if you can 100% them. And Thanos is like incredibly, incredibly difficult. So I think one of the things that is really like turning a lot of players off and causing a lot of frustration is that, you know, we went from the Deadpool event last month, which was like, you know, a free legendary event where you got a massive stack of Deadpool shards, and then the raids, which had some, you know, a really good level of difficulty, which a lot of people could manage even on the hardest ones, and also had some really, really good shard drops as well. So we got all of this stuff at a nice generous rate, and we've kind of transitioned into a little bit of everything is kind of set up in a way to encourage you and entice you to spend as much money as possible. So yeah, I don't know, it just feels like a kind of massive pendulum swing, and I can very much understand why a lot of people are quite annoyed at the changes and direction they've been going down this month at the event. I think kind of, you know, my belief is that it's very, very important to find a balance if you want a good level of longevity to the game, and if you want to keep the community happy and just have kind of a good environment outside the game and foster a lot of growth around the hype of the game as well. And yeah, I think the way that they could have achieved that balance, or still could achieve it, is just by adding in the Rocket Racoon Legendary event, make sure everybody at least can get like a 3-star, 4-star Rocket Racoon, and then have this one on top of it as well. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's just my initial thoughts. But anyway, let's jump right in here. We probably also want to get Black Widow on this team. Do we want Crossbones or Gamora? I think I'm going to stick with Gamora today, so let's get Black Widow. I've heard that the Rocket Racoon event as well, in terms of the initial clear, is a little bit more annoying and a little bit more difficult when it comes to some of the final ones. So yeah, we're going to have to see how we get on today. And also, ladies and gentlemen, the level cap has been increased to, what is it? 65 as well, so more XP. However, it looks like this first one gives you Rocket Racoon to play alongside as well, just to give you a bit of a taster of the character. So let's have a little bit of a look here. I mean, we've already got Rocket Racoon anyway as a 5-star, so this really isn't anything too new to me. But let's go for the single target nuke there. Damn. And one of the really interesting things, I'm just buzzing, like, personally, for having a full Guardians team. Like, I cannot wait for that Star-Lord event. But that's because, you know, your man has been grinding since day one of beta, and he is very, very prepared for it at the moment. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. And we've got this wonderful in-game lag. I'm going to try, like, uncharging my phone, like, sorry, unplugging the charger, should I say, because I'm not too sure if that's the issue that's related or not, but I don't know, man, all sorts of wonderful random lag spikes going on. But there we go, we got through the first mission there, and hey, that was okay. And I think what we'll do now, I'm just gonna go back, I'm gonna auto win this one. Okay, yeah, we'll just go for that a little bit more. I'm just looking to dump the energy because I have, you know, it's getting very, very close to the cutoff to claim some free energy. And I think that's one of the perks as well, potentially, of the way that these events are structured. Like that bonus energy mark, the free bonus energy marks throughout the day really do hit hard, whether energy for the Ant-Man event, the Rocket Racoon event, and also the main one as well. Oh my gosh, we started straight on a lag spike again. Oh, mate, this is so annoying. Right, let's go ahead and attack into this Ultron now. Single target on Quake. And I think after this, if the lag is still persisting, I might try and quickly reset my phone, just to see if that helps at all. Because I think that might be somewhat linked there. There we go. Let's get that opponent down. Get the extra turn there on Gamora. Slash in on the Fortifier. And let's put the taunt up there on Captain America. Yondu's Yaka arrow. Oh my gosh. That was absolutely beautiful there, ladies and gentlemen. What a glorious execution by Yondu. And I think one of the also potentially interesting things that's popped up today is the the level 65 abilities for characters. So the only level 65 abilities which have brand new tier 3 ability materials, which we don't know where they're going to be available yet, but I'm assuming the level 65 raids. So yeah, you've got upgraded passives and also upgraded main attacks, and Yondu's upgraded passive is looking really, really juicy. Like, it allows him to steal 2 buffs every single turn, guaranteed. So he's just going to be absolutely picking apart the opponent's buffs. So that is going to be a, hopefully, quite a nice buff to Yondu. Which, you know, not that he really needed a buff, because he was already one of the most insane characters. But hey, like, it's definitely welcome there, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely welcome. Damn, man, we have 21 enemies remaining here. So many. But we have this massive Ultron incinerator just in the way here. So let's go ahead. I think maybe the point of this Ultron incinerator is maybe to give you time to, like, charge your ultimates. I thought a chunky next wave was going to come down. Right, okay, I just need, like, Quake or Yondu or just anybody's turn, and we're getting another wonderful lag spike. So I think, like, after this, I'm just going to try and maybe restart my phone and see if that fixes any of the problems there. But there we go, Rocket Racoon's ultimate, and let's use another wave, Quake's area of effect. Damn, son, that was pretty damn hype. There we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. That, it's fun, man. Those area effects are very, very satisfying to fire off. So anyway, let's smash that continue there, and let's have just a quick look at that node again for the drop rate, because I saw we got 400 first time, but yeah, it does go down significantly to only the potential of 100 on it every single run through there, which is super annoying. Is there more gold on this one? I think it's the same as Ant-Man, actually, and also yeah, so nothing super impressive, but it does add up over the course of the month. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back very quickly. Just want to restart my phone very quickly and see if we can finish this lag issue. So yeah, be right back. After a phone restart and also the claim of the 80 free energy, we are back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this time we're gonna have no lag, which cripples the fight and makes it super awkward to watch. So yeah, fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, fingers crossed. But anyway, let's go in with this team again. It seems to be working quite well so far, but a lot of the missions are focused on area of effect, so I'm not sure whether or not to, you know, maybe rotate Gamora out for even more area of effect characters. I'm not too sure, but here we go. Oh, okay, so we gotta protect Groot on this one, so don't use what is it, Rocket Racoon's second attack, because that's going to give Groot taunt. But anyway, let's get that Cyborg down, and then probably the Kree Reapers along with Korath. Like, all of those characters need to die really as soon as possible. Okay, let's fire that off, get some nice cleave there, and probably aim this toward the middle. I want to hit Korath as well, so let's go for here, get some nice slow value off there on the Quake. And, oh, I haven't actually used any of Groot yet, but I think we'll go for Death Proof on all allies. That seems like it's going to be the most beneficial here, because we need Groot to survive. We're going to use the taunt here on Captain America, just so he can start taking a ton of damage, which is exactly what we need him for. But it looks like this should be dealt with relatively easily. I'm going to use the stun here on Korath, finish up the rest of them, get the additional turn on Gamora. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Easy game, easy life. And with the full Guardians team coming in, I haven't upgraded, like, fully upgraded Gamora's passive yet, which gives her increased chance to all Guardians allies. But I feel like with Star-Lord and Groot being in the game now, it's maybe the time to make that upgrade. But I don't know, man. Those T3 ability materials, we're certainly still not in excess of them. And we will need to upgrade Star-Lord as well. I have about 400 at the moment. But yeah, I've been debating exactly who to use it on. Oh, do we still have, like, the same Groot here? Do we need to keep him defended? Okay, maybe it's a good idea for this mission. If you haven't already done it and going to play through after watching this video, maybe bring Drax in. Maybe bring Drax as well as Captain America. Maybe Crossbones as well. Actually, Crossbones would have some pretty sick value here. But there we go. Let's get Death Proof. Make sure that's on Groot. Just gives him that additional turn if he is going to be nuked down. And we're going to fire off the slow to the right-hand side here to use the ultimate on Rocket Racoon. Oh, very nice little wombo combo there. And who do we want to execute here? Let's execute the Cyborg, and then we're going to target this Kree Reaper over here, and then this one over here. Amazing turn there from Gamora. We're going to use the stun on that Kree Cyborg there. Okay, Ren has just fired off his ultimate. Let's use the Yakka arrow. Oh my gosh. Yondu's ultimate, man, is just like the most satisfying ability to fire off in the entire game. I think Yondu's ultimate the most satisfying? Quake's Earthquake. I think any of the big area effects just feel great. But there's not much of a better feeling in this game when you have offense up that you've just stolen from the enemy and you fire off a Yakka arrow and it just decimates the entire team. Or if you have like crossbones with offense up and you detonate. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, those are some feelings of magic there. But anyway, let's move on to the next match. Did my Groot just immediately die? He just got nuked down. Did we lose the mission? Okay, I don't think we didn't lose the mission. We just, okay. Fair. I don't really know what happened there, man. Groot just died so quick. But it's okay. We haven't lost this one, so it's all right there. Okay, let's just area of effect nuke for some maximum value. And who's kind of our priority target? It doesn't really matter too much. There's nobody that's a big threat up, in all fairness, that isn't going to die very soon. Yeah, okay, let's just go for the Rifle Trooper. Get him down. Summon a couple Ravagers? That's it. Am I saying it right now? I think I might be. I'm super cautious, man. Because I got so many comments about me putting an N in the middle of that word. Okay, but there we go. Another one cleared up, ladies and gentlemen. We are absolutely kicking ass and taking names today. But let's move forward. I've heard the final 3 missions are where the challenges are. But also, one of the things which I have to agree with the people that posted on Reddit about the phosphates being farmable in both the Ant-Man and Rocket Racoon, that is something that I really do like about these events, man. Because phosphates and the glyphs, you need so many of them, and they are so annoying to get at the moment. So yeah, like personally, I am very, very happy to see the farming for phosphates there. And I think a lot more people would be super chuffed about that if they already had like a 3 or 4 star Rocket Racoon. So Fox next, sort it out, lads. Just add in that legendary event as well for anybody that missed him out. And I think that's a good way to get the community a little bit more on side again. But I don't know. I think that, you know, there's definitely a lot of ways of looking at the game right now. But I kind of do agree that, you know, in comparison to last month, there's just been so much stuff this month pushed forward that is very much like, hey, do you want to spend some money? And especially with this Star-Lord event coming up, I imagine there's going to be some more like offers related to Guardians of the Galaxy, which it said in the mail earlier today as well. So yeah, it's just continually pushing it. But I do like, you know, one of the things that I am very happy about is all of the additional ways to get gear this month. That is something that I certainly am enjoying. And there we go. It looks like the phone restart, I don't want to jinx it too much, but it looks like it may have helped with the lag there. And I think that's just generally one of the things. If I've been playing for a little bit too long, it starts to get a little bit laggy. I'm not too sure if that's to do with the game itself or my phone. I don't really experience those problems when, you know, engaged in combat in Marvel Contest of Champions. So I'm assuming it's not all to do with the phone, but I'm not too sure. Okay, let's use the ultimate on Gamora there. Oh, unfortunately we didn't get the tank down, but these are some chunky AIM minions. However, they're nowhere near as chunky and annoying as some of the ones in the level 60 Thanos raid toward the back. Some of those are incredibly stacked. But anyway, let's move forward a little bit more. And I don't think there's been any scenario so far where, you know, I feel like Night Nurse has been needed, but we are moving on to that. The final 2 ones just looks like it's full nuke for the most part. However, there are some chunky lads in this one. I'm just trying to pick out. I think the only real targets. Got to get the Ultron Accelerator down and also the Monstrosities before they start dealing damage. But on their first turn, I think they always get an offense up, defense down buff. So we're going to go ahead and try and get a very high value slow here. This should apply to, yeah, the majority of our priority targets there. So some pretty cool stuff. Let's apply Death Proof to everybody as well. Get everybody cheating death there. That's, I don't know if that stun was somewhat wasted. I was hoping to get some nice chain on damage there. Oh my gosh, my Captain America's been nuked, lads. It's getting absolutely destroyed here. Okay, Yondu's Yakka arrow. Let's fire that off. But now, yeah, okay, we need to get through this taunt, really, to the AIM Monstrosities and AIM Assaulters, and those need to die as quickly as possible. Let's use the heal on Groot. Okay, that wasn't too bad value there. area of effect on Rocket Racoon. I think, just in hindsight, in terms of my team setup here, it would have been better to bring, like, either Iron Man, or another Rocket Racoon instead of Gamora, or maybe Crossbones, actually. Actually, there is going to be one more wave on this one, I see, because there are 5 more enemies that haven't... Oh, there they are. There's the additional 5 more enemies. Let's go for it. But there's nobody, like, too high value, nobody that presents, like, a huge amount of threat here. But Yondu is getting some fantastic value with all these additional minions in their cleave. Alright, Rocket Racoon's ultimate. Oh my gosh, that was awesome there. A little bit more death proof. Also on the summon minions from Yondu. Really, really great synergy there with, what is it, Groot and Yondu, man. There's some very, very interesting stuff with the Guardians teams, which I just find super, super fun. Like, I love all the team building and combos in this game. It's definitely one of my favorite parts. Okay, let's go for the aim researcher there. Let's use the heal up as well. Get our man Captain America topped up. And we are back to a bit of an annoying lag spike. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We had 9 minutes. We had 9 minutes of gameplay where we didn't lag. And we lagged on the very, very last bit. So hopefully this fight... this final fight isn't too bad, but let's see. The last one definitely felt like a bit more of a step up in terms of difficulty. But I tell you what, just for a little bit of fun, we are going to get Gamora out, and we're going to take our guy Crossbones in. Let's go for it, ladies and gentlemen. I just want that massive explosion, that massive cleave. Like, I'm big fan of Crossbones Detonate. It's so much fun. My Crossbones is like, he's pretty pimped out at the moment and pretty upgraded because I play him like all of the time on Arena. Oh, I forgot what the tip was on Groot there. Don't know if we need to make Groot survive, but we definitely start off by nuking the Ultron here. And Ultron's big thing is already turn 1. Do we need to slow him? Let's apply slow to these targets. Actually, if I aim for the middle Ultron Incinerator, I probably could have got all of them there. So that was maybe a bit of a misplay in hindsight. Let's attack into this Ultron. Can we get him down? Unfortunately. Okay, we're going to aim for the stun on that monstrosity. Didn't get the chain on there, but if we did, it would have taken that Ultron down. Let's throw the shield. Use Yondu's Yakka arrow. Oh my gosh, that Yakka arrow was intense. And we have 21 enemies remaining. Damn, lads. This is going to be a very, very beefed up wave. Okay, let's apply the slow there. Let's go for a detonate as well. I think maybe just over there, just considering how long this encounter is, maybe somebody like Rocket Racoon or Iron Man would have more value than Crossbones, because, you know, after that first initial detonate, there's not too much going on for our man Crossbones there. Okay, we got the stun. Let's get the aim assaulter down. Let's use the heal up on Groot. Get people topped off, but I'm a little bit worried to a certain extent about my Quake. Maybe the Earthquake wasn't necessarily needed there. I think we'll save rockets for the next wave. But we still have 14 enemies remaining there. Actually, I think Crossbones is doing quite well as an off-tank here. Keeping our big damage dealers alive. And we can pass the taunt now back to Captain America, get a little bit more death proof off. But yeah, oh my gosh, we have quite a lot of priority going on here. I think we're going to aim the slow at this aim monstrosity, slow down the right-hand side, and try and nuke these Ultron incinerators to the left-hand side. Okay, let's use Rocket's ultimate there. Crossbones in a bit of a dire scenario. I don't think it's a grand idea to use that taunt on him, if I'm perfectly honest, so we're going to refrain from that for a moment. Let's just use the speed up on Black Widow here. Is this going to hit? Yes, okay, wonderful. Hit both of those Ultron bots, so that's super, super good. But now we have a lot of people in the fray. I think we want to maybe focus on getting these monstrosities down. Actually, I think the slowed ones maybe aren't too much to worry about. But let's get these incinerators down. Let's use the heal up there on Crossbones. Get him a little bit more topped up. Oh my goodness. There's quite a bit going on in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, area of effect there. Slow. Oh, this Yak arrow should be awesome. Yondu, man, is just he's a friggin' god. He's just carrying us all the way home here. And it looks like we might be, there's a good chance that we're going to freestar this one. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen, 3-star, very, very, very first try, but it was also a little bit clutch for Crossbones as well. But I think, yeah, that last mission was definitely significantly more difficult than everything else up until that point. But yeah, bit of an interesting one there. So yeah, overall, I think my thoughts are very, very similar to the start of the video. I feel like, you know, these Rocket Racoon and Ant-Man events, they just need kind of like a guaranteed stream of shard drops. Because, you know, if we just refresh this just to show you, so yeah, it should be like 50 every single one. Let's see how many we get in a stack of 9 here. So the maximum is 450 that we can get. So let's see. So yeah, out of that we got 300, which is all right there. And if we go for another stack, so again, maximum of 450 here again, 300. And let's go for, again, another stack of 50. And this time we only got 200 from that one. So yeah, again, it just, you know, if you're only offering 50 for every clear, at least kind of guarantee that you're going to get the 50 shards. That would be super, super appreciated. But anyway, let's see. Let's have a look, see if we got a Rocket Racoon Orb. And we do, ladies and gentlemen. So these are functioning exactly the same way as all of the other Legacy Orbs. So minimum of 5, maximum of 20. Let's open it and see what we get. And we get 5 Rocket Racoon shards. So yeah, such a grind, man. Such a grind if you don't already have that character. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of the Rocket event in the comments below. Apart from that, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. We're going to have a lot more of Marvel Strike Force content coming up now on the channel, now that we've been partnered with YouTube, which is fantastic. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Smash that like button. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.